It's just before 11 a.m. in Jacksonville, Florida, where police rushed to a busy intersection after a caller reported witnessing a man drive over an infant.
1050 at Roselle Village. Lima uniform November here.
Hey.
Tag number to the police. It was a black car right here. But he said he gave the tag number and everything.
So the person who saw it...
Yeah, he already left.
He gone?
Yes, sir.
You didn't see what happened?
No, sir.
327, are you 77?
First responders find 8-month-old Pablo Golden severely injured and tend to the infant while the child's mother and onlookers watch in disbelief.
Where did this happen?
This just happened right in the middle of the road. I can't call nobody.
Were you walking or were you in a car?
I was walking that way.
With your baby?
No, he was supposed to be in the car.
Okay, I'm kidding.
She was right behind me. She said she was right behind me in the car. So she might can help.
I'm like, oh, Jesus. He went that way.
What'd you see happen?
I was behind them at the red light. She jumped out the truck. When she jumped out the truck, his car door opened. I'm thinking he finna jump out. But then next thing you know, I seen a baby down there. He ran over the baby and took off.
Out in the street?
Right here at the red light.
So she and the baby were in the vehicle that hit the baby?
Yeah, she and the baby in the vehicle.
Okay.
But she got out first and went across the street and he sat the baby on the ground and just ran over the baby.
You heard that right. One witness says she saw a man place the child on the ground and drive over him. According to an arrest report, the 8-month-old was later pronounced deceased at a children's hospital due to, quote, lacerations of the brain, blunt impacts to his head, and fractures of the vault and base of his skull.
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna go with her. That's the victim?
That's the baby's mother.
What a baby? Oh,
right here.
Shit.
The witness over here says that the mother and the baby were in the same black SUV. Mom hops out, and then the baby hopped. And then baby was out, and then the SUV drove over the baby. But I don't know what Brooklyn's got over at Stockton. They got it contained? Okay.
A caller who said they followed the suspect's vehicle, described as a black GMC, to a nearby gas station, alerted police to the suspect's whereabouts, and it wasn't long until the dangerous driver was in handcuffs.
All right, Mr. Golden, step out for me.
So, man. I don't even get to talk, man. You know, you're going to get to talk.
Police identify the suspect, seen here, as 20-year-old Justin Golden, the father of the 8-month child.
You'll get to talk.
Hey, what? Oh. Come this way.
Hey, just let her pat you down. You don't have nothing on you, right?
Oh, I ain't even letting me talk before anything. Like, what, bro?
No, you're going to get to talk. We don't want to ask you nothing yet.
Can you watch this? Yeah.
I'm not gonna go nowhere.
No, I know you're not.
All right, man. I didn't get a chance to double lock it, so I'm gonna double lock these handcuffs. That'll keep the handcuffs from tightening up on you.
I stopped. I didn't. Like, trying to see why.
Hold in.
I'm not gonna go nowhere.
Justin is sent on his way to the police station. Meanwhile, officers make a horrifying discovery back at the scene.
Okay. She said it happened right here in the street. Romeo 629. I'm gonna need another couple units out here in McDuff and Lennox.
94, we do have
I'm looking for where it happened, right here. Right here.
Near the intersection of Lennox Avenue and McDuff Avenue South, police find a single pacifier in the roadway, surrounded by suspected drops of blood.
I think we got it locked down now. Okay. Crime scene's right here. You can see the blood and the binky right over here. There's blood from the impact.
So what happened?
Doesn't look good. Well, the witness over here in the leopard print shirt said that the woman was in a black SUV. She got out of the SUV, and then the witness sees a baby outside of the SUV, and then the SUV drive and hit the baby, and then take off.
I'm going 1097.
I don't know. Did the baby get out and then got ran over on accident?
Right.
Or did somebody put the baby out? We don't know those details yet.
Traffic homicide detectives would later determine that the victim was hit by the left rear tire of the GMC driven by the suspect as he attempted to make a left turn into the intersection.
He got out, placed the baby on the sidewalk, drove off, but didn't know the baby probably got back in the road and ran over the baby. 8 months.
Did the guy that placed the baby on the sidewalk run over it?
Yeah.
Or somebody?
No,
That guy?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe not intentionally. Was he? He's.
Don't know yet.
We don't know.
What the crap?
I mean, he placed the
Binky's
baby.
over here, blood on the ground.
Yeah, blood with the pacifier.
Next, investigators catch up with the 911 caller who said she followed the suspect. But see what she has to say.
Okay. So you saw what happened?
Yes, I was actually, this is my bank, and I thought my bank was open. So as I was coming out, he was right here at the red light. He opened the baby, put the baby down. I was like, well, damn,
Out of
a
which
bag
door?
Of trash. The driver door.
Driver door?
Yes, sir. He was right here at this red light.
Facing this way?
He was, yeah. So I chased him. I'm the one called to say I was following him. And another lady hopped out and jumped and got the baby. So since she got the baby, I kept going. He made that right here, cut through, and went to the gate gas station.
So when you say he got out of the driver's seat.
No, he didn't get out the car. He just opened his door.
Oh, he opened his door and he
laid the baby down.
On the ground.
Was it in a carrier or anything?
Nothing, sir.
Just
Put the baby out like it was a bag of trash. Yes.
And where was the woman at?
I don't know where she came from. Now that happened so fast. She didn't get out that car or nothing with him. She had to be like another innocent bystander.
So he put the baby out and
like
then...
this,
and
he's
then
facing like this, opened his door, laid the baby down, closed his door, and speeded off.
Now, seated in an interview room, detectives have plenty of questions for Justin.
So, all right. So I want to talk a little bit about what happened today. So walk me through what happened.
I'm gonna walk you through from when I first woke up. So, got up today. Had ended up changing my sons. I had fed my sons or whatever. My baby mom, she ended up letting me know like they need some more diapers and wipes and stuff like that. I had already knew that, but I wasn't going, you know what I'm saying, go get them. I was gonna order them.
Mm-hmm.
She ended up talking me into like going to get them. So we leave the house, we go get the diapers or whatever. After we get the diapers, she let me know like she hungry, she want to go this place to get some food or whatever. I'm letting her know like I gotta put gas in the car before I do anything. Like even if you guys go look at the car right now, like it literally barely got gas in it because I had just put that gas that's in it. We ended up, you know what I'm saying, leaving from the Walmart. We still, you know what I'm saying, arguing or whatever, talking about it, discussing it, however you want to put it. She say, I'll just get out and leave. And I'm like, if you leave, make sure you take Pablo with you because I ain't got time for you trying to, you know, get the laws involved and sound like I'm kidnapping him or whatever. Because that's what she always threatens me with. So we at the light. She like being real animated, like doing like the most. She slapped me in my eye. I just look at her. She grabbed my son from the car seat, unstrapped him, whatever, and she just holding him. She said, "I'll get out right now. I'll get out right now. I'll leave right now." So I'm just like, honestly, I'm gonna tell the truth. I was like, "Leave then," because I didn't think she'd do it.
Yeah.
I was like, "Get out and leave then. You ain't gonna do it like that." She gets out. So I'm like, bruh. I'm like, bro, where you going? And she's like, no, I'm gonna show you. And watch when she's like, when the police come and get you, you gonna know just what happened. That's when I'm like, nah, bro. I was like, nah, bro, get your son, bro.
Investigators redact this portion of the interview, but an arrest report states that at some point, Justin said he, quote, removed the child and placed him gently on the roadway after an argument between him and the child's mother.
And I went to pulled off, went to the gate, got gas. I had noticed a car. I noticed a car was like, it kept circling me, and it looked like she seemed to be on the phone. Like she kept circling me, so I'm just like, I'm not thinking too much of it, cause in my eyes, I don't feel like I did nothing wrong. You feel me?
So she's yelling at you. She's saying she wants to get out the car, right? Okay. So you guys stop at the light. So does she get out? She gets out, walks away, or what's going on here?
So, like I said,
yeah,
she grabs the baby from the car seat, unstraps him. She starts yelling at me, you know, all in my face, being animated, like I said before. She slaps me in my eye.
Okay.
Then she gets out of the car and she puts the baby down. And she said, all right, watch. when the police comes and gets you, you'll know why they came.
Okay. So hold on real quick. So she's the one, so she turns around, unbuckles Pablo. Okay, right? Okay, so she unbuckles him. She pulls him out the seat. Okay, where's she put him? Just on the passenger seat?
She has him.
Has him in her arms?
Yeah.
Where is she standing in reference to the car? In front of it, behind it?
No, I never said she got out yet.
Okay, so she's still in
the car.
Yeah, I said she was in the car after grabbing him out of the car seat or whatever.
Yeah.
She slapped me, got out the car and put him in the passenger seat. Then she walked across the street a little bit. And in the midst of her walking, she turned around and was like, okay, watch. When the police comes and gets you, you'll know just why they came.
Okay.
And I yelled at her, I was like, bro, no, bro, get your son, bro.
Okay.
I'm not doing that today. That's exactly what I said.
So when she turns and walks away, where's Pablo?
In the passenger seat.
So she gets out the car and puts him on the passenger seat? Okay. So that's what I was trying to figure out, is where Pablo was in all this. Okay. So she turns, she gets out the car, she starts walking away, says what she has to say. All right. So she turns around, yells at you, whatever. You don't want Pablo in the car because you don't want to be responsible for him, right?
Right.
Okay. Did you feel like you hit anything when you were leaving the scene?
God honest truth, no.
Okay.
If I did, I would have stopped.
Did you feel a bump or did you hear any kind of screaming, anything like that?
No.
Okay. And then you just went to go get gas, and were you planning on coming back from Miss Whitby?
Yes, that's why I literally got the gas, pulled out, and was coming right up the exact road.
Okay. Okay. So what do you think happened to Mr. Pablo? Were you told anything about what happened to him?
No.
Like, do you know why we're here?
I swear to God, I don't.
Okay.
That's the whole time. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing like that. If you guys were to go back and look at those body cams, that's exactly what I'm asking them. I'm like, can I talk to somebody? Are y'all gonna send someone to talk to me? Like, I've been sitting in the car, my arms hurt. Could y'all just take me to the station so I could talk to them? They were telling me, no, we gotta wait for them to come here to the scene. Okay. And eventually they told me, all right, we're gonna go to the station so you could do this. And it just had me confused and scared.
Okay. And you started to drive away. Unfortunately, you struck him with the car. Okay. Is Pablo your child?
Yes.
Is that both of y'all's child, Mr. Whitby, as well?
Got my last name.
Okay. Mr. Pablo was transported to the hospital. Unfortunately, he did not survive. Okay.
Well, please don't tell me y'all what y'all finna tell me. I'm in trouble for that.
We don't know. That's why I want to talk with you.
Bro, please.
Okay.
Bro, no fool, bro. I know y'all could just go ahead and just tell me, bro.
Well, we have a lot of stuff that we need to talk about, and
bro,
I know. I'm sorry that we had to tell you this.
Bro, I'm in trouble for this.
Well,
we're not talking about who's in trouble. We're trying to notify you that your son is dead, sir. And we're just trying to get all the details. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Operation number 1 is, can we get details? Can we get a picture of what happened?
I'm going.
Okay.
I'm letting you guys know
that way. Okay. So.
We're just trying to figure out what happened. That's step 1. Okay.
You guys, bro.
Okay, and you're doing great. We appreciate it.
I wanted to get your side of the story.
Like, bro, I know you want to get my side, but it's like, can someone call my mom? Please, someone, please, call my mom. Please.
What's your mom?
Justin points some blame towards the child's mother, saying the argument provoked him to place his son on the ground over fear of police retaliation. But when detectives speak to the woman, she has a different story to tell.
I get in the car and say, yeah, they need wipes. You say, okay, they need wipes. Mama sent me $50, you know. I say, okay. Nana sent $50 for the kids. I'm going to use what Nana sent for the kids. You go in the store, you know, get the diapers. I'm like, bro, we needed the wipes. Like, you know, we need the wipes. We're using flushable wipes for the baby. So he just gets mad and starts just rushing out the door, starts speeds walking out the door. You know, I only got little legs. I'm trying to keep up. So he gets in the car. Well, I put my baby in the car. I strap him up. put him in the car with the stuff. And, you know, he just having his little tantrum about the little money that he wanted to save. I'm not arguing back with him. I'm letting him say what he wants, because that's me, that's how men are. Or, you know, when you get mad, that's how anybody is. Anybody's going to talk, you know, let him talk. So then I come up my mouth and I say, well, so why you didn't remember that the kids needed wipes? Because whatever he was saying made me say that. So why you didn't remember that the kids needed wipes? Because I was mad. I say, so dang, so all our brain cells just go out our brains when we get mad? So that's when I went to continue. So I said, you know what? I get out this car and start walking because I don't want to hear what you guys say.
Okay.
So then that's when he continued, you and your son can get out. I'm not taking my son anywhere because I don't want nothing crazy to happen to him or you do anything crazy to him, you know? So, you know, he just egging it on. I'm like, bro, he talk about, what he said, you said you was going to get out the car, but you're still sitting in here. I said, I'm not going to get out the car because I don't know if you're going to do something to my son. He said, you said you and your son can get out of the car. I said, I never said that. I never said that. He kept going ranting on saying, yes, I did, yes, I did. And I said, no, I didn't even say nothing. I just politely got out the car at the stoplight. I politely got out the car. Politely get out the car. And I'm walking towards the sidewalk, and I hear the lady that's in the car that was behind us at the stoplight. Oh my God, you just threw the baby out the car. So she say that, I hear my baby crying, then I hear him stop crying. Okay. Like in the midst of me turning around all this stuff, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing him cry, then I just hear him stop, and I rush because his car is coming, so I rush to go get him. His stuff.
Okay. When you got out of the car, where was Pablo?
Where was Pablo? In the car seat.
In the car seat? Mm-hmm. Okay. So was he ever strapped in? Okay. Did you take him out of the car seat at any point in time?
No.
Okay. So you never took him out of the car or put him in the...
No.
Okay. So he was still in there?
Yes. The lady that was the witness, she can vouch that I literally got out of the car with nothing, just my phone.
Okay.
The woman tells detectives the argument was sparked over their need for baby wipes and lack of money. Back with Justin, he continues pleading his case.
Like, bro, y'all gotta understand, bro. It's one of them situations, God, honest truth, God can strike me right now. Like, I promise to God on everything I love. I know you guys don't care about me saying none of that, I know. But it's one of them situations, I wasn't trying to hurt anyone. I didn't even tell her to get out or force her to get out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, it was no situation where, you know, I was trying to force a person to get away from me or I was trying to get a kid out of my, you know what I'm saying, out of my reach because I'm annoyed at them or because I don't want them around or because I just simply don't like them or have hate for them. It wasn't that. I swear to God, like, I don't want nobody thinking like that's what happened. I don't want jury to judge whoever. I don't care who it is. I don't want that being on me because I know what happened. If I need a lie detector to just prove like it wasn't no intent to hurt no one, like it wasn't no intent to hurt him or her or anything like that, I'll do it, whatever. Like I promise to God, it wasn't.
Take us through.
I'm trying, but it's just no more because y'all just told me, bro. Like,
do me a favor, real quick. Take a deep breath.
That's the only son that had my last name, bro.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
I'm a father too, so I couldn't imagine your pain right now.
You said take you through what?
And well, you kind of made it seem like you want to talk, you want to keep discussing this. If you don't, that's fine. But if you do, I kind of want to just know your thought process. What do you think was going to happen next? Because I mean, we're talking about.
I was trying to pull off. I'm trying to leave.
So, but what do you think? Like she was going to end up grabbing him and just taking this?
Yes.
Like what?
Okay. Because that's what she does. I was hoping for her to come over there and grab the baby. I did. I even turned the wheel. That's why I'm asking. Like, are there any cameras at the?
That's something we're working on.
You will see. I even tried to turn the wheel. Like I promised to God, it wasn't no. And in my head, it was a possibility I could hear him. That's not what I was thinking. I promised to God. I didn't think the car was nowhere near him. Be in trouble for something that I know for a fact that I'm sorry, that I know for a fact I did not intend to do. Like, is there any way?
Well,
it's my son, bro. Yeah. I have the diapers I went to go get this man in the car. Why would I do that if I literally just went and got him some needs? I really want you guys to like Like, come on, be here with me. Like, honestly, why would I do that?
No, I get it.
Yeah, we hear you, and we're not. It's not even necessarily just about intent. It's also about we have a duty to act reasonably, and we're trying to discuss with you and decide: is it truly would a reasonable person think it's? I mean, we have to think about where cars could be coming from the other direction,
right.
and you close to your vehicle, so you would have had to really negotiate to make sure you didn't hit him. So that we just have to see if this is even reasonable. Like, what do you think?
Huh?
Have you ever done this before? Put him over?
No. I'm like, I don't have no history of doing nothing like this. Like, come on, man. Like, it's proven I don't have no history of doing nothing like this. No aggressive history, no none of that. I don't have none of that. I'm really confused.
Justin says he has no history of violent behavior, but back with the child's mother, that doesn't exactly add up.
I like, we all have arguments with our spouses, significant others, whatever the case may be. The way you describe is he's mad. Like, I guess, how mad does he get with these arguments?
To be honest. So yes, he's been called on domestic violence on me. You know, marks and stuff on my face from him. That's how mad he gets.
Okay.
I never see him. That's why I got out the car, because he does that type of stuff. He put his hands on me. That's why I had my mace with me, because he does that. So instead of you putting your hands on me, I'm gonna get out to avoid the situation. But instead of you putting your hands on me, you killed our son.
Has he ever been arrested for hitting you? Was that here in Jacksonville, all this stuff? Okay.
So we actually had officers come out and respond. You talk, okay.
That's why I'm not staying with him no more. The last time the officers actually came in response, they almost shot him because he put a gun out on my sister. So I left. After that, we agreed, okay, you can still come over, you know, still see the kids. And like you say, it was, I'm saying like you said, it was like it's not like a custody thing. We were just still seeing each other.
Okay.
Do I feel like it's reasonable? No. I don't. Okay. Do I feel like what I did was reasonable because of the outcome? I don't. Okay. Do I feel like I tried to do it, and do I feel like it could have been done differently? Honestly, I don't know. And I'm telling you guys that I don't know if it could have been done differently. Why? Because she has history of calling the police on me, telling them that I'm trying to do this, that, and the third. Mm-hmm. It's proven.
Okay. Has there ever been issues where, like, if he had the kids, he didn't want to give them back? Nothing like that, so it's always been
a good, that's why it shocked me today. We always been like this.
Okay, so there's never been like a you threatening him, oh, I'm going to call the cops if I don't get my kids back. Okay. So there'd be no, like, if I look it up, I haven't looked it up, but I got to verify some of these things. So if I look it up and, like, no, there's no calls where you're like, he's kidnapping my kids, nothing like that. Okay, understand. Perfect.
I swear, it was I know how she gets moment, so let me do the fastest thing I can do. I promise that's the fastest thing I could do. That was the fastest thing I could do. Why would I hurt him? Please make it, like, guys, you have to think about it. Like, why? I've never had an issue with hurting him. Why would I do it now? Why would I choose today to hurt my son? Why?
What you sir?
So y'all really feel like I'm wrong? I just want to know.
What's that?
I'm in the wrong?
We think you committed the crimes we're arresting you for.
You guys, like, it's nothing I can do.
Not at this moment, no sir. So you're gonna go across the street. You're gonna go to jail. Okay.
I just wanted to ask, like, what was I being arrested for and how?
Okay. So you're being arrested for aggravated manslaughter of a child, and then also vehicular homicide of a child.
Justin was booked for aggravated manslaughter of a child and vehicular homicide. Court records show he later accepted a deal and pleaded guilty to aggravated manslaughter of a child, while the vehicular homicide charge was dismissed. He was sentenced to 30 years behind bars. Subscribe now for easier access to the latest from Law&Crime BodyCam